Well, as New York came out of the COVID-19 pandemic, members of the LGBTQ community found themselves facing a disturbing new threat. Officials say groups of people began targeting victims at bars, allegedly drugging and robbing them. In some cases, the victims died from drug overdoses. In the upcoming episode of New York Gritty for Inside Edition Digital, host Sal Bono explores the pattern known as Roofie Murders. He joins us now in studio. Good morning. Thank you for being here with us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
I mean, this has been a talker. We remember covering it back then. Now, this all happened between 2021 and 2024 with victims being lured out of bars and given a dangerous mix of drugs. Tell us more about what happened.
So it sounds like a sophisticated crime, but it's when I speak to the detective who kind of cracked this case, it's really not. And what would happen was groups of men would go and pry upon patrons at bars, mainly in Hell's Kitchen. And that's where it all started at first. And they would kind of look for soft targets and say, oh, this person might be on the verge of blacking out drunk or might be a little, having a little too much fun tonight.
Yeah.
And would approach them and, you know, sometimes would maybe make a pass or hit on them and then eventually give them a concoction or talk them into giving a concoction. Or in the case of Julio Ramirez, who was the first victim, force the concoction up their nose.
Wow.
And it would end up being a mix of fentanyl and lidocaine and other, you know, drugs inside, which would take the lives of at least 3 victims. So this was, again, where it sounds sophisticated is that, oh, they had a plan. But all they were looking for was just someone's cell phone to get their information.
That's it?
And then their bank accounts, and then all the things that, you know, someone would pickpocket you back in the day, right? And take your wallet and money out of that. But now they were just doing it digitally. But in some instances, it turned fatal.
I mean, this is incredibly disturbing. You actually caught up with 2 of the family members, or family members of 2 of the victims, that is. What did they have to say about the police investigation?
Well, they praised the police, but at first it was something that they were forcing the police to look at this and re-examine this. The family members were saying, look, we know our loved ones went out for a good time. We're not hiding that. But drugs, this doesn't sound like an overdose. These people, you know, our loved ones didn't do drugs like this or just didn't do drugs. And once the police then noticed, they didn't notice a pattern at first until both sets of family members, Julio Ramirez's family and then John Umberger, who had passed away a month after Julio, his mother was like, look, my son's bank account has been accessed posthumously. This is weird. They presented this to the NYPD, and Detective Randy Rose, who is the gentleman that put all this pieces of the puzzle together and found this, and then that's how essentially this was solved.
Yeah. And you spoke to that detective.
Correct.
Did he detail more about how this break in the case happened?
Yeah, so the break in the case eventually would come when the family members said, look, like, all of our loved ones' money is missing.
Yeah.
Like, what? You know, and it was like this bizarre thing of, this doesn't make any sense. Like, we need to look at this further. And then once they started looking at the transactions and a digital footprint, then they were able to trace back to exactly who took everything, what happened. And one of the perpetrators had video of John Umberger dying on his phone, which was played in court. So that was kind of like, well, hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah.
Bullseye. So,
I mean, this is shocking, like mouth drop. I'm just thinking about the family finding out that information and, of course, play it in court and them seeing some of these just jarring details. It has to have shaken them up, but also, I'm sure bringing them some sort of closure.
Yes, that is the biggest thing here is that they know that their loved ones will never come back. There is a giant hole in all of their hearts. But what I admire is the tenacity of these family members that have not stopped talking about their loved ones, keeping their loved one's story out in the news, speaking to me, speaking to yourself and other journalists, but also just highlighting that there are like bad people out
Right.
when you're trying to have a good time. It's that old-fashioned thing that my grandmother used to tell me, don't put your drink down, you know?
Exactly.
So it's kind of, and as we're heading into the summer months, everyone's gonna be out, we're having a good time, the World Cup's here, the Knicks are in the playoffs, or the finals rather.
Be extra vigilant.
Be extra vigilant. That's it.
Yes.
Have a good time, but just be
But
extra
be
vigilant.
vigilant. Sal Bono, thank you so much for joining us. These are things that we need to think about, and thank you for keeping these cases at the forefront.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we'll see you again soon.